Hey.
I'd like to say something.
Go ahead, Doc.
How about that flight in? Guess why they call it Sin City? You guys might not know this about me, but I'm a bit of an athlete. I tend to think of myself as just a baseball player. But when I joined the Bananas, I knew I was more than that. So I was just a baseball player, catching routine fly balls, and 5 months ago, the tour started. And I thought, what could it be? And now, I know for sure I'm really a banana ball player.
Okay, Doc.
Okay.
Okay.
4 of us bananas, playing around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for backflips and barrels. So tonight, I want to make a toast.
Whoa, Doc, come on. Doc, put it down. Get in here, crazy. Put it down. Boys, to a night, the 4.
Welcome in to Game 35 of the 2023 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by Zappos, our good friends who reside just a hop, skip, and a jump down the road. We're live from Las Vegas Ballpark in the Neon City as the Party Animals do battle with the Bananas for the 27th time on this gorgeous tour of ours. Party Animals 14-10. The Bananas 15-17. But in the matchup against their arch rivals, 4 games back of the boys in black and pink. Nanners getting loose out on the field as we speak. We've had a flurry of showers sprinkling in. They say Sin City only gets about 4 inches of rain a year. Well, obviously the first time the Bananas and Party Animals grace the entertainment capital of the world with their presence. We bring the rain as well. But a full capacity crowd. Close to 11,000 tickets out in the world for this one tonight. Fired up and ready for Banana Ball. Less than 28 minutes away from first pitch now. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. Vico Scala alongside Josh Tolevsky. We are here in Las Vegas, man. What a beautiful arena for Banana Ball.
I mean, it's incredible just being out here so far. It's gotten the guys excited, the staff clearly really excited. And I mean, you talk about Las Vegas Ballpark. I mean, it's filled to capacity. The people are getting very excited as the Bananas are further out west than they've ever been before.
And the same goes for the 2 broadcasters in the booth. What a fun adventure this has been. Now, a magnificent ballpark here, the largest Jumbotron video board in minor league baseball. And this thing was built, $150 million put into this. 2019 it opened up. Really cool place for Banana Ball to touch down here in Vegas. And before we dig into the matchup tonight, let's touch on what occurred Monday night in Grayson Stadium. It was the 8th Challenger game of this tour. The first ever between the Florence Yalls of the Frontier League and the Savannah Bananas. And it was a Nanners victory, but a whole lot of fun. So let's dig into it. Of course, it all kicks off with a kick line. The Yalls were bought in from the jump. Christian Dearman, a little peek between the legs, and to pick off, Cole Brannon, former second rounder for the Sox, is fooled by Mr. Electric. Good start for the Nanners early on. To the bottom half of the inning, Ray Rodriguez. It's actually a fact, though. That was the express route to the mound, getting wheeled out there. Eric Jones at the dish, sawed off. Brian Fuentes out to grab it behind the back. Are you kidding me? Only the second trick play by a challenger in Banana Ball history. He joins Daniel Descalzo. That is good company. And then Dearman and the Yalls combining talents for a player dance.
I think we're going to see a back pick here from Bill. Oh, foul ball.
Chopped foul.
Next pitch.
Did you do it? As there's your back pick.
There it was.
You called it, Kyle. Goodness gravy. Castillo caught napping. Right out of the fridge. There you go.
I don't know what was more impressive, Josh calling a home run in Kansas City or Kyle calling the back pick on Monday night. How about Ray Zuberer on the bump, an E-fist that even Bill Lee could be jealous of, and then he gets D-Mac on the front door bender. Now Dearman out for the 6th inning, and wait a minute here, what's going on now? Looks like a little controversy. David Helbrun is the 3rd player in Banana Ball history ever ejected, first on a challenger team. He joins Bill Leroy and Landry Mead in that prestigious category. And then we got a handstand up to the dish. Christopher Vasquez playing for the Yalls. That guy is a Banana Land legend. Speaking of them, the glove magician with a trick play. 1 pitch, 1 out for Dakota Stilts Albritton. Between the legs, kissed the ball. So nice you see it twice. And Dakota whittling White off the field. DR Meadows going to end the 6th inning with a walk-off double. Noah Bridges. Spin move, a spike, twirl the ball, and a Harlem shake. 4 celebrations for the price of 1. To the top of the 7th, Matt Malatesta in a jam, but he gets just what he needs. What a twin killing. Ryan Cox jumping between the legs with the glove flip, bare hand from the songbird of our generation. You're not going to see a double play better than that anywhere in the world. To the bottom of the 8th inning, Dan Oberst pinch hitting. That's a chopper back up the middle. Flash the Kid's going to score easily. Pinch hit walk off from Mr. Oberst to the top of the 9th, 5-0 Nanners. Chopper towards Ryan Cox takes an insane hop. That's going to be a base knock. Y'all's get on the board. Is a rally a brewing? Not so much. DJ the Invader gets a bouncer to 3rd. Jackson Olsen goes between the legs, and the Bananas are victorious 5-1. And Josh, I think the most impressive thing from the jump was just how bought in the Yalls were. You saw a lot of that in the highlight there.
I mean, it was the energy they brought. Of course, I'm going to harken back to that Brian Fuentes behind the back play. I think that's when everybody realized, holy cow, these guys love themselves some Banana Ball. And they really had fun all night. We saw some excellent MPIs from their pitchers, Drew Gillespie, Gage Voorhees, 2 guys. I mean, it was a phenomenal challenger game. I mean, the Yalls were excellent.
Yeah, it was very fun. We are now officially Florence Yalls fans. They're in the middle of 12 straight games, 13 if you count the Banana Ball game they played in on Monday night. Okay, let's dig into the action tonight. We have some brand new super hot fire for you on the broadcast. Let's take a look at the Party Animals lineup and what our guys Chris Haynes and Keegan Woods have sauced up for us. For the Animals tonight, at the top, it'll be the switch-hitting center fielder Reese Hampton leading the tour with his 38 runs scored. Top 2 in batting average and slugging percentage, 3rd overall in on-base percentage for the former Detroit Tigers product. Now Chase Acuff, the shortstop, leading the tour in hit by pitches, 10th overall with a 375 OBP. In right field, Jake the Snake Skoll, former first rounder back in 2010, pacing the tour at slugging percentage and OBP, leading the Party Animals with 7 long balls and cleaning it up. The third baseman Bryson Bloomer, 394 batting average, pacing the tour, his 30 ribeyes doing the same. In the 5-hole, the catcher Dalton Cornette, 15 ball 4 sprints compared to just 6 strikeouts, 5th in batting average and OBP, 6th in slugging. Tanner Thomas, the EH tonight, is going to be mic'd up around the 4th inning, leading the tour with his 3 steals at first base. Jason Swan holding down first base himself. Started his Banana Ball career in the Summer Series for the Nanners. Boy, has he really fit in on the Party Animal side of things. Now for Ilando Amadova in left field. The Stylin Hawaiian. His dad has flown in from Honolulu. Expect some big things from the second-year Party Animal tonight with Pops in the stands. Joe Lytle DHing, hitting 9th. The OKC Kid gets half a night off, had a tremendous 7th overall in average and on base percentage, top 10 in slugging as well. Eric Jones, the first baseman, 8 home runs. Nobody has hit more on the tour. His 24 ribeyes leading the Bananas. Michael Deeb in left field, 6th overall in average, 7th in on base percentage, 9th in slugging. He is just awful consistent. The extra hitter, Dan Oberst, back in the starting lineup for the first time since Kansas City. He is the Bananas slash king, leading the team in average, on base, and slugging percentage. Dakota McFadden DHing. 10 walk-offs on the tour, tied for second on the team with the Doctor at the top of the order. Jackson Olsen, always a hungry boy, holding down third base tonight, 8th on the tour in batting average and slugging, tied for third on the team with his 4 homers. Ryan Cox at short, the glove magician, 54 for 55 in trick plays, obviously leading everybody in that category. Bill Leroy catching and hitting 8th tonight, 11 ball 4 sprints compared to just a tour low 5 strikeouts. Danny Hosley holding down right field, hitting 9th, 11 walk-offs, leading the tour. Also a 1.55 ERA, that's a tour low. And Matt Wolf, the second baseman, only 2 trick plays on the tour thus far, but both of them have been superb. And in 2 trips to the plate, he's been hit by a pitch and grounded out. Jared Donaldson on the bump, the D2 All-American last spring, the splitter specialist, coming off an excellent start, hoping to parlay the evening he had 8 nights ago into this one.
Yeah, I think we can expect big things out of Donnie. He said that he was really looking forward to pitching here in Las Vegas. And here's the thing. Opponents batted .364 against Jared Donaldson in February and March. But since the start of April, opponents have only batted .244 against Jared Donaldson. We've seen quite the turnaround as he's really found a way to attack and go after these Party Animals hitters. And I think we're going to see a really great pitching matchup between him and, of course, the Party Animals ace, Garrett Delano.
Yeah, Delano, only 1 more point earned than point lost on the tour. It's just a lack of run support. He's been phenomenal. We're going to have him on the microphone come the bottom of the second inning. So it's going to be a really fun evening. We're giving away another pair of Hokas thanks to our good pals at Zappos, just a few miles down the street. It's going to be a jam-packed broadcast this evening. Okay, we have done a whole lot of preparation here to prepare you for the evening of Banana Ball ahead of you tonight. Let's throw it down to the on-field entertainment as we have a home run hitter trying to do the impossible, hit an inside the Parker against the Party Animals. We'll see if this young chap can do it. So far, he's halfway there. Shrugging it towards third, really good pace. Breland kicking the ball around, now throwing it over the leap of Bryson Bloomer. Some trepidation from our youngster about possibly getting these last 90 feet, and now he's turning on the burners. Someone enhanced the NOS in the car, steps on home plate, lifted to the sky in celebration by Kyle Lewis. Son of a gun, another home run hitter with a successful trip around the bags.
I mean, they do it every time. I don't understand it. I think the Party Animals, they're always working out the kinks, so that kind of issue doesn't happen against the Bananas.
I think we saw 13 errors from the Party Animals in that one. They're averaging just 1 a game on the tour. Let's get the young professor involved. Here are the rules of Banana Ball.
The final inning counts the most, where every run counts for a point. Rule number 2, we have 9 innings or a 2-hour time limit. Unless, rule number 3, if we are tied, it will force a one-on-one showdown tiebreaker, 1 hitter versus 1 pitcher with 1 fielder. Rule number 4, there is no bunting because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you're thrown out of the game. Swing the bat. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base. Rule number 6, there are no walks in Banana Ball. Ball 4 is a sprint. The runner can go as far as they want until all 9 fielders touch the ball. Rule number 7, batters may not step out of the batter's box. If they do, he'll call it a strike. Rule number 8, there are no mound visits. And rule number 9, the most fans first rule of them all. Las Vegas, I hope you brought your gloves tonight, everybody, because if any of you fans catch a foul ball in this game, it counts as an out. And those are the rules of Banana Ball. Now that we know how the game is played, it is time for the traditional Banana Ball weigh-in. Introducing first, making his way out of the Party Animals dugout. If you were to make a party animal in a lab, he would look like this man. He has been clanging and banging his way all across Sin City all week long. Give it up for Mike Vava Full Faces! He clocks in this evening at 210 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. And opposing him, making his way out of the Savannah Bananas dugout. A man that is so handsome, he has been known to woo women across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, he loves to wear a shirt we have that says Chicks Dig Banana Ball, but we all know Chicks Dig number 9, Noah Bruchas. He weighs in this evening at 195 pounds of pure potassium power. And now home plate umpire, Vincent Chapman. 3, 2, 1, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at this time, direct your attention down the right field line. It's time to meet the cast of your 2023 Banana Ball World Tour.
The cast and crew starting their parade, coming down the right field line. Banana Band leading the charge as per usual with Jesse Cole, the man in the yellow tux, fired up, firing beads into the crowd. Big week for Jesse. Had a fantastic Challenger game Monday night. His third book came out on Wednesday, Banana Ball, Story of the Savannah Bananas with Don Yeager. The guy's got 11 New York Times bestseller awards. That's pretty good. And then today, the most entertaining team in sports plays in the entertainment capital of the world.
Yeah, it's incredibly exciting. I know it's something that I'm sure Jesse's been looking forward to for a really long time. And boy, has Vegas shown up for these bananas. They are loud, and we haven't even started the clock yet.
No, they braved out some tough weather. The rain was coming a little earlier. Nothing like in George M. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa a little less than a month ago, but it was sprinkling. Now, Josh, as the cast and crew parades down the line, I would love to talk on a couple guys coming back from injuries. Most notably, Dan Oberst in the cleanup spot. He is the best offensive weapon for the Nanners, and he's been sorely missed since he pulled his hamstring in Kansas City.
I mean, despite the time off for Dan, he's still the Bananas OPS leader, their doubles leader, leading in a couple different categories. And again, he's batting cleanup, so he's usually batted at the top of the order this year. They're going to bat him cleanup, which means he'll probably get one less at bat than he normally gets, which is okay. The Bananas are fine with that. They're playing him at the extra hitter rather than first base. So they're comfortable with his bat in the lineup, but not fully ready to test that hamstring and put him out there at first base quite yet. And how about this? Garrett Delano also coming back from injury for the Party Animals. He was supposed to be the scheduled starter last Saturday for the contest against the Bananas, but was dealing with some neck stiffness. Now he's coming back to be the Friday night starter here in Vegas.
It's great to see the two guys who were roommates last year. They're still sparring partners in jiu-jitsu, both back in their respective lineups. Okay, Jesse has introduced the band, the man Nanas, Jake the Magician. Let's hear him talk about the guys on the team.
Flash the Kid, Malachi Mitchell. And now the trick pitcher and rodeo clown, Matt Wolf. And how about the bat trickster himself? We call him Ziggy, Alex Ziegler. Keep those hands going. And how about the world's tallest banana ball player, Dakota Stilts Alberton. And the king of potassium, we call him Split. Keep those hands going. And now, the breakdancing bass coach himself, Maceo. Keep Let's hear it for your cast of your bananas. Fans, the players are ready. The cast is ready. It is now time for you, the fans, to get ready. So I need every single fan here at Las Vegas Ballpark on your feet. All right, fans, now the players are ready. And it's time for the fans to be ready. We've got Noel here, 6 years old. Let's give Noel a round of applause. So whatever Noel does, fans, you guys are going to do. So Noel, you ready for this? All right, here we go, Noel. Get it going. Noel's running. Wait, hold up, Noel. All right, Noel, come here. Here we go. All right, no, everyone's running. Noel, here we go. Noel, let's get clapping. Here we go. There we go, Noel. Keep it going, Noel. All right, we're raising the roof and jumping. And we're running again! This is definitely a first! We've never done this before! Noel, they can't run in their seats! Slow down, Noel! Noel! Alright, Noel! Slow down, here we go! How about we get clapping one more time? Above the head. Here we go, Noel! Get it clapping! Alright, give a huge round of applause to Noel! There we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a crawling baby with you here tonight, a crawling baby, take yourself and that crawling baby. Be a part of our show tonight. Head on over to the end of the first base dugout.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world. Tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live, thousands more still watching at home on YouTube, have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another night at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for all 10,000 people here in Las Vegas to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
Shortstop number 6, Ryan Todd. The catcher, numero uno, Bill Lavore. In right field, number 18, Danny Hosley. And second base, number 4, Matt Wool. On the mound, the opening base, number 21, Jared Donaldson. Scores the man of the day from that is by Tyler Dillon. and gentlemen, please remain standing and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome Wyman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you, God bless.
Welcome in to Game 35 of the 2023 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by Zappos. The Party Animals are 14, 10, and 2. All 26 of their games against the Bananas. They have a 4-game advantage over their arch rivals. The Nanners overall, thanks to a 5-3 record against challengers, come in 15, 17, and 2. We are live from Las Vegas Ballpark with the Vegas Golden Knights 10 minutes into the first period of Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals in the NHL. Just down the road, we have 11,000 fans piled into Las Vegas Ballpark, rowdy and ready to rumble. The Neon City has shown out. A lot of energy in the stands this evening.
If you want some phone calls, it's time to make some noise!
Let's take a look at how the Party Animals shape up defensively. We only really care about that a half inning later. Before we do that, let's look at how the Bananas shape up defensively. Well, let's take a gander at Jared Donaldson. Forget about defensive lineups altogether. The 2022 All-American in Division II baseball out of Georgia Southwestern University. You look at what he's done across this tour so far. Coming off an excellent outing, went 5 innings of 1 run, 4 hit, 2 sprint, 5 strikeout ball against the Party Animals just over a week ago.
And with a 4.44 average minutes per inning in that start, and by the way, he picked up his very first win of the World Tour in that last start.
He is 1-6 overall, the 7.28 ERA, still a tad worse than the team's ERA at 6.46. But a lot of promising signs as of late. Donnie and Matt Malatesta both struggled early on to figure out how to throw splitters with this new yellow banana ball. Let's throw it down to Jesse Cole.
We like to start things differently in Banana Land. So on 3, I need every single person here to yell, "Start the clock." 1, 2, 3. Showtime!
Vegas is ready to rumble. Reese Hampton leading it off for the Party Animals. The switch-hitting center fielder, Chase Acuff. The shortstop on deck, Jake Skoll, the right fielder, in the hole. Hampton, 12th round pick of the Detroit Tigers back in 2018. On his second straight tour, although last year he was swinging it and holding down center field for the Bananas. What a pickup he's been for the Party Animals. Count even at 1-1. Vincent Chapman, the umpire behind the dish. Randy Voss taking care of umpiring on the bases. That ball flicked towards the stands, could be caught. They say it is, and the umpires confirm it. For the first time in Banana Ball history, the first batter of the night fouls out to a fan.
I mean, what a sweet snag. That ball going just under that second deck out there in the left field stands, and my goodness, the fan just able to come up with the catch. He looked surprised that he caught the ball.
Well, a hearty congratulations are in order to that guy. Kept his eye on the ball. That's why you use two hands, kids. Didn't bring a glove. All he needed was his 10 fingers. Incredible play to kick off the first ever Banana Ball game in the entertainment capital of the world. Chase Acuff skies it into shallow right. Matt Wolf out. He is called off by Danny Hosley. And just like that, quick 2 outs for Jared Donaldson. Certainly out of the frying pan, but into the fryer as Jake Skoll, 2010, 15th overall pick. Texas Rangers snagged him, spent 5 years in their organization before 2 more for the New York Yankees. 4 years as a UGA football player. And the last 2 summers was in the Atlantic League playing for the Gastonia Honey Hunters. One of the best offensive weapons that was in the league. He's taking care of right field tonight. Party Animals leader in homers with 7, tour leader in doubles with 11. His .370 batting average is 4th best overall. .483 on base percentage, 1244 OPS, both leading the tour. That one lifted in the infield. Ryan Cox scampering under it, makes the catch. And a 2-minute and 29-second first inning for Jared Donaldson, just how you write it up.
Yeah, I mean, he's been very effective. He continues to go after Jake Skoll, and we're going to shout out that fan who caught the foul ball here, Tyler Gillum, giving him a little recognition. He's going to get to partied up with the boys in the Bananas dugout.
Bananas will just need 1 run to win the first inning. As you get another look at Hampton fouling it off, and the terrific 2-handed snag in foul territory down the left field side. And now you get the pop-ups to Hosley, and not shown there was Cox grabbing the infield fly. It's good to see Donnie, who makes his bacon with the splitter, getting the pop-ups on the fastball. Elevated heaters, that's going to be a really important part of his arsenal.
Well, what I was talking about is he says that he continues every start to figure out the batter's tendencies a little bit better, knowing how to attack them, knowing how to not just get them out the first time through the order, but also the second and even the third times through the order. Jared Donaldson, he's a really smart pitcher out on the mound, much like the Party Animals ace, Garrett Delano.
If all goes well for Garrett, we'll have a mic on him in the bottom of the second inning. You take a look at his numbers. He's the Party Animals leader in innings pitched, and that 3.07 ERA. Only Dakota Stiltz, Albritton, and Danny Hosley have lower earned run averages. Let's take a look at how the Party Animals line up defensively. Second time's a charm. Dustin Baber, second in the tour with those 26 trick plays you see represented by that cute little pink glove at second. And overall, this team has been a stalwart defensively, only 27 errors in 26 games played.
And what's impressive is they play a lot of guys at a lot of different positions. You'll see Jake Skoll in center, right, first base. Same kind of thing with Jason Swan, even though he settled in very nicely at first base. And then the outfield, whether it's Breland Almadova or Tanner Thomas, kind of flip-flopping there in left field. the Party Animals a very solid defensive squad overall.
Yeah, and Bloomer, Acuff, and Baber have pretty much solidified third, short, and second base respectively, although you have seen Cornette get worked in there into the infield as well. For the Bananas, it's DR Meadows, Eric Jones, and Michael Deeb due to swing it here in the first. The Bananas center fielder in his debut in Banana Land last summer, Coastal Plain League team, came in and was a real spark of energy for a squad trying to repeat as Coastal Plain League champions as they would. And DR swiped 26 bags in as many tries in just 20 games played. It was a pretty insane pace, mostly playing second base, although a little time at short and third as well.
Yeah, but he has been so incredible out there in center field for the Bananas as he's going to spray this one down the right field line, and that's going to drop in behind Jake Skull, and a leadoff double here for DR Meadows. That double makes DR Meadows, that was the Bananas' 1,000th at-bat of the season. Like this tour, it's unbelievable, and what a way to have it go down with a double there to lead off the first inning.
I don't think they know it was their 1,000th at-bat of the season, but this is a celebration quite apropos for the event that just occurred. The inning-winning runs in scoring position. DR's entire squadron of teammates all come out to celebrate with them. And now it's going to be up to Eric Jones to try and play hero. 8 walk-offs on the tour thus far. Comes in hitting .315, a .395 on-base percentage. And the 8 home runs you see on the graphic that just disappeared, that is a tour high.
By the way, one more fun fact, if you fancy it, DR Meadows was also just the 900th Bananas batter to face Party Animals pitching on the tour this year.
By the way, you can thank the man who just told you that stat, Mr. Josh Stalewski, for having it. Not just the voice of Bananalytics here on the 2023 World Tour, but the guy who calculates the ball. It's been really impressive, man.
I do what I can.
2-0 count on EJ. Dangerous spot for Delano, who sneaks the heater past him. Garrett a Banana in 2018. Now in his second straight tour with the Party Animals. Adam Virant, Manners coach with Tyler Gillum, holding down the first base coaching duties with a pretty clear request for his first baseman. And the full capacity Las Vegas ballpark thrilled at the twerking skills of Vincent Chapman, the home plate umpire. Meadows off second. 2-2 from Delano. Chopped up the middle, past Acuff. DR's getting waved around third. Throw from Hampton, offline. EJ walks off the first inning. Nanners up 1-zip.
And that is the 90th walk-off of the season for the Bananas. I mean, we're seeing a lot of milestones early in this ball game, and the Bananas love to get off to a 1-0 start in the points category in this ball game.
Jones didn't try and do too much, kept it up the middle. And Mr. Meadows hopping over the throw from his counterpart out in center field. Between the 2-minute and 29-second top of the first for Donnie. And the double to single, comboing into a walk-off. He couldn't have drawn up a better start for the Bananas. Let's talk about why Christian Dearman was the showman of the night Monday evening against the Florence Yalls.
Oh, Biko, I'd love nothing more. Believe it or not, this was Christian Dearman's first showman of the night all season. And now into the game action. Top one, Christian Dearman waving between his legs, and he's going to pick up Cole Brannon at first base. I mean, what a play. That's banana ball IQ for you from Christian Dearman. And here to end the first, a strikeout and a nice little silly, kind of a crab thing, if you ask me.
Yes.
Now, in the second, ground ball, Dalton Malden. Great turn and a great throw on to first from Ryan Cox. That's a double play off the bat of Logan Matthew. And then Dearman, a couple pitches later, he's going to get a pop-up. EJ in foul territory makes the grab. How about a 1 minute and 41 second MPI for Dearman? Now 3-2-2 time, and Dearman with a great boogie. And now later in the fourth, strikeout of Jeremiah Burks. And how about a little flossing from Mr. Dearman? He eventually gave way to Dakota Stiltsall Britton, 5 2/3 innings pitched, no runs allowed, 2 Ks. But his night was not done. He was out there throwing lots of t-shirts. And Biko, how many t-shirts do you think Christian Dearman had on that night?
I'm gonna guess 22. Do you know the answer?
No, I don't. But I had no idea if maybe, it's like the game of guessing jelly beans in a jar. How many t-shirts does Christian Dearman have on?
Yeah, we'll get to play that a whole lot over the rest of the tour. Our resident clotheser. I actually think he had 15 on. I, for some reason, remember hearing that somewhere. As Bryson Bloomer lifts this one to right. Danny Hosley traveling over to make the snag.
Fans, he's got the best teeth on the
4 up, 4 down quickly for Donnie. He's gotten through probably the 3 toughest hitters you can find in Banana Land: Hampton, Skoll, and Bloomer. Right up there with Dan Oberst in the top 3 for batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, the whole 9 yards. Cornette in his second tour with the Party Animals. Doesn't seem like those guys ever get used to an offering being fired right behind their tuchuses.
No, that would now make 2 straight games where Cornette's been spooked by a pitch behind the back as EJ going under the leg. That is his second trick play of the tour.
Good work by Mr. Eric Jones walking off the first inning. He's now 2 for 2 in trick plays, and this is harder than it looks. Under the leg to a moving target. Donnie making sure that he secured the payload. That's our first trick play of the night. And now Tanner Thomas, the extra hitter, who's going to have a mic on him a little later on tonight. Behind 0-1 after coming up empty on the heater. Donaldson, by the way, 4-seam and 2-seam fastballs. Throws the splitter about 50% of the time, although he's been pretty fastball heavy tonight. Works a slider in there as well. One just misses up. No, it's going to get a strike call. Vincent Chapman thinks that was at the top of his zone. Normally he skews lower as far as umpires go in the world. That is an excellent piece of hitting by Tanner Thomas. Dixon in just in front of Michael Deeb. And first base runner of the contest for the Party Animals.
And how about this? A chorus of boos for Tanner Thomas. Vegas not really feeling the Party Animals' energy at the moment. And how about this? Tanner Thomas, a very pull-heavy hitter. How about that surprise opposite field hit, dunking in front of Michael Deeb?
Behind 1 and 2, it was an excellent job of defending the zone. Tanner can run like the wind, 10 for 11 in stolen base attempts. Jason Swan, the first baseman, 5-year man out of Georgia Southern. As I mentioned when we debuted the Party Animals lineup earlier, he made his first appearance in Banana Land in the summer series. 6 games playing for the Bananas. And he's been an everyday first baseman, extra hitter, or DH, getting a little work in at second as well on the tour, but this is about 7 or 8 straight starts over there at first now for Swanee. One-two count on the pride of Jacksonville, Florida. Donnie, the man out of Albany, Georgia, delivers it. And a cut and a miss. Fastball has been deadly for Donaldson. Less than 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the second inning after being below 2:30 in the first. Jared works around the 2-out single, 1 man stranded. And once again, the Bananas just need 1 run to walk off an inning.
We're going to finish that song there. But young professor, who you representing over there?
Jesse Cole, I am behind third base in the left field line. This is the
back out on the bump for the Party Animals as you get another look at the fastball being blown by Jason Swan is Garrett Delano. How you living tonight, Big Tiger?
What's up? You got me?
Oh, got you loud and clear.
How we doing?
Really good, man. How is it to be at the center of 11,000 fans here in Las Vegas.
Is there that many?
That's what it is.
I guess it feels
Feels pretty good.
Now, Garrett, correct me if I'm wrong here, but have we seen a uniform change in the middle of the game by the party animals?
Yeah, you did. We knew the pinks weren't going to work. But we tried them out anyway. This mic's giving me problems.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, dude. Appreciate you troubleshooting it all by your lonesome out there.
Can you still hear me?
Oh, yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, we tried the pinks out. We ain't worn them in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But we were going to try and change the juju on them, but it didn't work.
Listen, it was an E for effort. Now, Garrett, this is the second straight tour in a row that you're leading the party animals in ERA. How have you found so much success pitching a banana ball when so many great pitchers have really struggled?
Nothing really changes, you know, just throw strikes. You just can't walk people. If you walk people, then banana ball eats you alive.
That's the golden words right there, Garrett. You're spot on. All right, you've got 3, 4, 5 here. Michael D leading it off.
There we go.
Yep, tap the swan. Hey, good job covering the bag, buddy.
Oh, there we go. That was easy.
Look at you, you've got an out tonight.
About time. There you go. That's 1 out.
Now it'll be Danny Oberst, your sparring partner in jiu-jitsu. How different is it pitching to him compared to rolling around in the gym with him?
Both are tough. Both are definitely tough.
That was back up the middle. Acuff diving stab. Throw to first.
There we go.
Tie.
Is that 2 pitches?
That's 2 pitches, 2 outs.
All right. Well, if Dakota doesn't swing right here, that's on him.
That's a fact. You're going to lay a cookie in?
I'm going to cookie right down the, well, I'm going to try to throw it right down the middle. Forcing fastball as middle as I can.
He's got to know what's coming.
Let's see how she goes. Hey! Oh, that was a ball. No, that one's on me.
It's a lot harder than it looks, man. 1-0 to D-Mac. Oh! That was awful close to the outside corner.
Yeah.
Looked pretty good from here.
There we go.
You battle back into it. Yeah, I think, Garrett, I haven't gone back and checked it, but you're probably like 95 percentile, 0-2 or 1-2 counts on the tour.
Yeah. I really don't like throwing balls besides right then. That's a strike.
There it is.
There you go, man.
Got the call that time. It's a beautiful pitch.
All right, what do you want me to throw? Tell me what you want me to throw.
Go right after him.
You want a fastball?
Yeah, go
All right,
crazy.
Here we go. Oh, that was a stupid swing. Man's fighting for his life up there.
Okay, do you think you go to the curveball now?
I think that's what he would want.
Ooh! Change up or stick with the heat?
He wants it. No, I'm not throwing the cutter. No. Yeah. Fastball. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck!
Oh, no! That ball drilled to left! And Dakota McFadden walks off the second inning. Garrett, I can't thank you enough for popping the mic on, man.
That was my fault.
That's okay, dude. It's good work out there by you.
Well, these jerseys don't work either.
D-Mac has his 6th homer of the tour. He's tied Hosley.
Right down central.
Walk-off. Garrett, good luck the rest of the way, man. That was a lot of
Yeah, I
fun.
appreciate that.
Dude, you really challenged the guy, Vico, and it would not appear that it worked out in his favor. By the way, Dakota McFadden with that home run, 3 homers in the month of May. He's been on quite the tear this month. We've seen a lot of kind of true outcomes games for him. A lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, but also 3 home runs. So you're getting the best and the worst of D-Mac right now.
Let the record show that I asked for a curveball. Okay, it's player dance time. Maceo Harrison and the boys will let the dancing do the talking. DJ the Invader, Vinny DeRubius, Malachi Mitchell, Noah Bridges, and their fearless leader, the world-famous dancing first base coach, Maceo Harrison. That was a boogie worthy of the Strip. It's going to be 8, 9, 10 for the Party Animals here in the top of the 3rd inning. And Donnie starts Breland off with a heater right down Broadway. The left fielder, the Stylin Hawaiian. Lifts that ball out to deep right center. Danny Hosley has a beat on it and makes a nice running snag, crashing in to the wall out and right.
Yeah, really nice play by Danny Hosley. We've seen him play a lot of corner outfield for the Bananas. He got a great jump on that ball, and Breland Almodovar has really seen the ball well from Jared Donaldson. That's the first time he's recorded an out against Donnie in quite a while.
Hosley has put away 3 of the 7 Party Animals who have made outs tonight. Joe Lytle doing his best Taylor Swift impersonation. He is the anti-hero. And lifts that one. Shallow left field, foul territory. Cox breaking over, makes a diving catch! Jackson takes a tumble as well. And we'll do some grass angels to celebrate. Great snag by the glove magician.
Boy, just when it looked like Cox and Olsen might come to a collision, it's Ryan Cox going full extension in foul territory as Jackson kind of falls just over him, avoiding any contact. What a snazzy play by Ryan Cox out there in foul territory.
And it should not be overshadowed, but the Michael Deeb Orange Justice, a great celebration with the left side of the Bananas infield as well. Now Dustin Baber at the bottom of the Party Animals lineup, their second baseman. Comes in hitting .295, 10th best on the tour. And it is 3-2-2 time. Donnie, Matt Wolf, Ryan Cox, and D.R. Meadows breaking it down. Oh my gosh! 360 the pitch from about 52 feet. And a 1-0 count on Baber. Cut and a miss. 2-1 offer incoming. The ball popped in foul territory. EJ and Bill converging. Jones makes the call, makes the catch. And a 2-minute and 29-second inning for Jared Donaldson.
Correction, 2-minute and 9-second because I took out the 3-2-2 time. What a great mark from Jared Donaldson once again.
Are you kidding me? That is professional MPI work from you. Take a look at the Bananas flashing the leather once again. Hosley and Wright. Cox with the Cox sign in the background. In foul territory. and EJ finishing it up for the 2-minute and 9-second inning. Josh, you have a presentation on a new statistic we've been debuting on the graphics tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly right. If you've seen on the graphics, we've got some new numbers. We've got OPS plus now in Banana Ball, so I'm here to talk about a little PowerPoint that's going to present some Banana Ball OPS plus to you folks. All right, let's get into it. And I'm telling you, I don't know what our tech crew is doing there at Savannah, but I think they've hacked my PowerPoints. Yeah, they've completely hacked. Like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Who are you marrying?
Look, don't read into that too much. That definitely did not happen. That did not happen here. Mom, I'm talking to you right now. I did not get married. Okay, now OPS plus. OPS stands for on-base plus slugging percentage. The metric takes the on-base, adds a slugging percentage together, and gives you a number. Now, what OPS plus does is it takes that player's OPS and compares it to the rest of the league. So the number 100 always represents the league average OPS plus. Anything above 100 is a good mark. Anything below 100, you would say needs improvement. So now I'll give you an example. Jackson Olsen, you've got the formula right here. 100s and the -1 are constants. Now you take Jackson's OBP and divide it by the league's OBP, his slugging divided by the league's slugging. You divide that by the ballpark factor, which concerns runs scored home versus away. You get the number 123, which essentially tells you he's 23% better hitter than the tour average Banana Ball hitter. And here he is up at the plate leading off the third against Garrett Delano with a little foul shot. I mean, Jackson Olsen has been quite phenomenal, especially since the month of May started.
Well, you see it in the numbers right there. The batting average now has jumped up to 322, which is 8th best on the tour. And 4th best on the Bananas side of things. It was scripted. The Naners third baseman leading off the top of the third any better. Long wait from Delano. And the heater fouled off. Garrett talked about his arsenal a little bit while he was on the mound an inning ago, but he's 4-seam, 2-seam fastballs. I work a cutter in there as well. Low 90s, he can touch 94. He's at 95 is his max on a gun in Banana Ball. Is that one well outside? Count 1 and 2 on the Nanner's greatest showman. Work a curveball and a changeup in there as well. The curve was the pitch I was hoping to be called against Dakota McFadden, but a little reverse psychology wasn't what went towards DMAC as Jackson one hops it off the wall. Cruz is into second with a stand-up double. Third extra base hit on the evening for the Bananas. Delano has only recorded 2 outs.
And Jackson Olsen not only going to raise his OPS plus at the moment, but he's going to extend his hitting streak now to 5 consecutive games.
It's really impressive. It was his 7th 2-bagger of the tour. Now Ryan Cox swinging away. Shortstop for the Nanners, great at putting the bat on ball. Only 8 strikeouts compared to 7 ball, 4 sprints on the tour, and 4 of his 8 Ks came in 3 games against the Kansas City Monarchs. No one on the Banana side of things has struck out less against the Party Animals. Bill Leroy leads the tour with only the 5 Ks. All of them have come against Party Animals pitching. Wrecking ball dance from Maceo, a favorite in Savannah. We are now at our 12th stop of the tour, the 19th city that has ever gotten Banana Ball played in front of their eyeballs live. Looks like Vegas is loving Maceo, turning into Miley Cyrus as well.
I mean, who wouldn't? You show me a city that doesn't like the wrecking ball, and I will be gobsmacked.
1-2 to Coxie. Good stop there by Cornett to keep Olsen on second base. Nanners walked off the first after a double from DR and a single from Eric Jones. They walked off the second with a 2-out solo home run from Dakota McFadden. Acuff holding Olsen at second. 2-2. Knifed foul. Do it again. And the count runs full, and this is just like Garrett told us when he was mic'd up, where Banana Ball gets so tough on pitchers because ball 4 will give the Bananas their third walk-off in as many innings.
And this is a classic Ryan Cox at bat, working a pitcher with a lot of pitches, as that's going to ricochet off the glove of Dustin Baber. And how about this? 3 straight walk-offs for the Bananas to start this ball game.
Cox gets his 6th of the tour as Mr. Olson comes around to score it. And the Nanners up 3-0. And Delano still has only gotten 2 outs tonight. Take a look at a great piece of 2-strike hitting by Ryan Cox. It'll be a single in the books. Dustin Baber, a Gold Glover in junior college at Daytona State, just barely misjudged the sliding attempt. And Skoll never had a chance in the world to try and grab the ricochet and fire it home in any kind of time to get Jackson Olsen.
What a way for Ryan Cox to have his 100th at-bat of the season, an RBI walk-off single. Both he and Michael Deeb in their first at-bats of the game registered number 100 on this year's tour.
Time flies when you are having fun. This is the 35th game of the tour, the 65th Banana Ball game of all time. And the Nanners are loving Sin City early tonight. Walk-off singles in the first and third, a walk-off homer in the second. Jared Donaldson has been cruising. Gave up a 2-out single to Tanner Thomas in the top of the second inning. That is the only base runner for the Party Animals thus far. It'll be top of the order for the bad boys of Banana Land. And Mr. Tanner Thomas with the mic on in the dugout. How you living down there, Big Tiger?
You know, I'm living great, Biko. You know, this is Las Vegas. It's beautiful weather out here, and guess what we're doing? We're playing Banana Ball. Couldn't be better.
Couldn't agree more. I just mentioned you're the only Party Animal with a base knock on the evening. That was a great piece of 2-strike hitting, man.
I appreciate that, Biko. You know, I knew he wasn't going to give me anything good to hit, so I was prepared for something a little out, a little up, and, you know, just threw the hands at it. Did well on it, so I'll take it. That's for sure.
I only saw a few pitches, but Donnie obviously quite crisp tonight. 1 strikeout through 3 innings of 1-hit ball as Reese fouled out to a fan his first time. Is there anything you're seeing from Donaldson that really stands out tonight as why he's been so sharp?
You know, I don't know what it is, but he's definitely working around the zone, and the guys are going for it, and he's getting a lot of weak contact right now, but, you know, we just got to get him tired, work some longer counts, and he'll give us something to hit. You know, I'm not going to count the Party Animals out just yet.
Oh, I never would, especially when every run in the last inning counts as a point now.
Exactly, I'm sorry.
Vincent Chapman moving that keister at a pretty absurd pace. Have you ever seen anyone shake their derriere as quick or as just, I would say, hypnotizing as Mr. Vincent Chapman?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think you were saying something about Chapman, but I was mesmerized right there. That the shakeage that he does, I just don't get it. I don't know how he does it, but good for him. Sorry, I totally lost train of thought because of that right there.
No, you actually unknowingly answered the question perfectly. I think shakeage would be a really nice advanced stat that you could add to your arsenal, Josh, for Vincent Chapman.
Shakes per second.
Yeah.
His shakeage rate.
Correct. There's a lot there.
Vincent Shakeage Chapman, that's for sure.
Line shot into left field.
That's what I'm talking about.
Reese can turn the burners on.
He might go for 3. He's going for 3.
He's going to slam the brakes at the last second.
It's all right. Good call. Good call. Hey, I know. We all know he's got the wheels for it, though.
He ties Jake Skoll for the tour high with his 11th two-bagger thus far on the season.
And Reese going to extend his hit streak to 18 consecutive games, far and away the longest hit streak on this year's tour.
Longest hit streak in Banana Ball history.
Good for him. That's awesome.
Chase Acuff flew out to Hosley and right his first time.
Oh, heads up.
Taps that one, nearly taking you out.
Yeah, gotta be ready over here, I guess.
Look alive down there. I mean, Tanner, how cool is it for you still getting to play with guys like Delano and Claycamp and against guys like Leroy Luigs and Oberst and Dearman, who you played with back in 2018 and 2019?
You know, it's awesome. It's just that core group of guys. I mean, from day one in those college days, like we all clicked, and everyone obviously has a bunch of talent, and it's just so cool to get to work with them every day, see them every day, hang out with them every day. Like, it really is a blessing, and it is awesome. Good group of guys, that's for sure.
Hampton, the first party animal in scoring position tonight. 1-2 count now on Acuff. You big fan of this ditty?
Of this what?
You know, this little tune that we've got blasting.
Yeah, you know, I love Christmas, man. It's always it's a cheer. Oh, trick play
Cox
going to third.
The tag in time. Heads up play on a trick play fielder's choice from Ryan Cox to gun down Reese Hampton.
That is the second straight game with a really intellectual play by Ryan Cox. We saw him turn a double play against the Florence. Y'all's going over to the third base bag, and here he fields that ball, spins, fires. And how about Jackson Olsen not only applying the tag, but holding on to that banana ball?
Y'all see Fluke right now?
Yeah, we've got Sean Fluke doing his best Will Ferrell impersonation.
I think it's pretty good.
Vincent goes and gives his Tookus a little tap. More cowbell.
That's a good cowbell, and he is banging that thing.
Jake Skoll at the dish, popped out to short his first time. Tanner, you think you guys are feeling any extra pressure to put on a show this weekend, being in Las Vegas?
I don't know if it's pressure, but I think it's just we're in our habitat, so I think all things might come out tonight, just by nature. No pressure at all, though. We're doing our thing.
1-1 now on Skoll. Now, when the party animals do get a city of their own, is Vegas your number one choice?
I mean, I've been in here for 2 days, and this is definitely my number one choice so far.
Back up the middle, flip to Cox, 360 over to first in time! The rare 5-6-3 double play with Jackson Olsen in the Skoll shift. And it continues to be an easy breezy, beautiful night for Jared Donaldson. Tanner Thomas, I can't thank you enough for popping on the mic, man. We got to keep doing this.
No problem, Biko, for sure. With much pleasure. The Bananas are here to play. Party animals don't count us out yet.
No doubt about that. Tanner Tinder Thomas, have a great rest of your night, man.
Thank you, Biko. See you soon, man.
There goes Tanner. As the Nanners have a 3-0 lead in the all-important points category. Party Animals showed life there in the fourth. Leadoff double from Reese Hampton. But then the heads-up play by Ryan Cox going between the legs. 360ing, getting it out over at first. And then how about the Olsen to Cox bare hand 360 twin killing? Pretty incredible defense by the glove magician, which is not surprising in the slightest.
I mean, we've seen incredible defense from the Bananas over the past 2 games. We saw some really great double plays against the Florence Y'alls. I mean, even DR Meadows getting a fly ball out to center, making the catch and firing it home to get a runner at third base and get out of a jam late in that ball game. The Bananas defense we've seen a significant improvement over these last 2 games for sure.
It's hey baby time here in Las Vegas Ballpark. This is one of the largest games in Banana Ball history. We've got about 11,000 Bananiacs piled into Las Vegas. Into the ballpark in Las Vegas, rather. I'm sure there are a lot more than 11,000 Bananiacs in the greater Vegas area. The only game officially larger than this in Bananas history was in the Peoria Sports Complex. back on April 1st. This one's right up there with Scottsdale Stadium and Rickwood Field.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I need every single person in the ballpark to give me those hands and put them together.
Delano is the bottom of the Bananas lineup, due up here in the 4th. Bill Leroy, Danny Hosley, and Matt Wolf, 8, 9, and 10. As you can see, Bill comes in hitting .289, only a 75 OPS plus. But it's not the only advanced statistic that you have started calculating here, Josh, and the WRC plus tells a very different story.
WRC plus on Bill Leroy, also kind of a similar scale. 100 would be the average in WRC plus. Bill is a 103 WRC plus player. Now, why is there such a big discrepancy? Well, OPS plus cares a little more about slugging percentage than WRC plus does. Bill's great at getting on base. That's what WRC plus likes. Hence, that's why Bill's an above league average player.
Yeah, he's 8th on the tour with his .392 on base percentage. And we've mentioned it a few times tonight, but just so good at getting the bat on the ball. 11 ball, 4 sprints, tied for 2nd on the team. 5 strikeouts. Nobody has gone down on strikes less than the Prince of Banana Land. He lifts that one deep down the right field line into foul territory and into the stands, not caught by a fan.
And you know, while we continue to just rave about Mr. Leroy, I mean, the Bananas can put him almost anywhere in the lineup. He's batted in every lineup spot except 2nd, 3rd, and 10th this season for the Bananas.
He does a good job of spoiling another 2-strike offering. Count still holds at 2-2. Sergio Santos says greetings from Ketchikan, Arkansas. No, Ketchikan, Alaska, on board a cruise ship in the sea. That's awesome, and boy, that's the broadcaster's jinx if you've ever seen it. Bill goes down on strikes for only the 6th time on the tour. He's now tied with Dalton Cornett for the tour low in Ks. Nasty curveball from Delano as he gets his first punch out of the night. As Danny Hosley comes up to the dish, I have to ask you, Josh, it says his fun fact is his favorite movie character is Chicken Joe. What, Mr. Talevsky, is Chicken Joe?
Chicken Joe is a movie character in Danny Hosley's favorite movie, Surf's Up, an animated comedy. It's actually filmed in a documentary style film, but heavily underrated children's flick.
It's with the penguins that surf, right?
Correct.
It's on my bucket list.
Shia LaBeouf stars in this movie.
Haas is tied for the tour lead in walk-offs with Dakota McFadden, 11 apiece.
And I can't confirm or deny if that's the reason Danny Hosley likes Surf's Up so much, just because he loves Shia LaBeouf.
Have to have an investigation. 2-2 from Delano. That ball scolded, diving stop, Bryson Bloomer from his knees across the diamond. It's going to be a base hit for Hosley, and Danny is going to get to second base on only the 5th error of the tour for the Boomer. That's the pressure that the speed of Shohei Ohtani of Banana Land puts on the infield when he puts the ball on the ground.
Yeah, it was a really nice stop by Bloomer. He kind of gave a look in his glove to see if he even came up with the ball. And I think really at that point tried to rush that ball over to first base, ended up throwing it wide of Jason Swan. And that's what allowed Danny Hosley to get there into scoring position, who is now pinch run for by Malachi Flash the Kid Mitchell.
Well, it makes sense in the fact that use him while you can. You can pinch run in Banana Land once every time through the lineup as Vincent Chapman has to set Matt Wolf up for success here. This is only his third plate appearance of the tour. He's grounded out and been hit by a pitch and swings the wrong way. Behind 0-1. The fifth of his name. Pride of Joy, Oklahoma. From a long lineage of entertainers, mostly in the rodeo. And behind 0-2 after the crisp heater at the knees. Flash the Kid, the pinch runner off second. The tour leader in stolen bases as that one on a hop to Dustin Baber. Takes his time, beautiful one-hopper to Jason Swanover at first. That's Babe's team leading 27th trick play in 28 attempts.
And he'll make sure to come back towards the Party Animals dugout when they come off the field and point up to the booth to make sure that I confirm that that's a trick play for him.
It's good in our book. DR Meadows, looks like he's maybe handing out donuts. What is he throwing out to the crowd there? Seems like some kind of delicious little treat. The doctor. A man possessed by his task of hurling these to the crowd is Tucker Perry, Sam Claycamp, Joe Lytle will step in and help him out with the ones that he spilled. Vincent Chapman samples it. I mean, I'm mystified. I can't tell what kind of a food this is.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say it was mini muffins.
Muffins, as that one, a homer in an elevator shaft, finds its way into DC3's glove, and Garrett Delano pumps his fist in celebration. He's gotten 3 outs in an inning for the first time tonight. Let's take a look back at the first pitch of the bottom of the fourth inning to Mr. Bill Leroy. Oh, okay, not the first pitch. I was led astray by the voice in my head. The first at bat, we're going pitch by pitch. He didn't get all of them there, but good celebration from Garrett, getting his first K of the night there. And as hard a guy as there is to strike out in Banana Land. Okay, we have a brand new promotion. It's the father-son catch. Here's the young professor.
Oh, Ace is doing well. He's got a good lead. They're rounding first. They're rounding first. Dads, get ready. Dads, get ready. Dads, on your mark. Get set. Go, Dads, go. Go, Dads, go. They got to catch. Father-son catch is the name of the game. Come on, Dads, pick up the pace. The kids are going to beat you here. Ace is coming in the lead. He smoked his dad. He is going super fast. John's coming in. Mark is bringing it in. Ladies and gentlemen, the dads never quite caught the kid, but that's okay, because here are your winners. Mark and Ace, winners of father-son catch.
That's a fun one. Certainly new meaning to a father-son catch. It's middle of the order for the Party Animals. Heading to the top of the fifth inning. Bloomer, Cornett, and Mr. Tinder Thomas due to swing the lumber. We're at a scorching pace thus far. With the Bananas walking off the first 3 innings we played and finally getting a scoreless frame in the fourth. 4 innings in the books. Still an hour and 11 minutes left on the 2-hour time limit.
I mean, that's the key to fast games in Banana Ball. Not only great MPIs, which we've seen from Jared Donaldson so far tonight, but also the combination of multiple walk-offs already in this game by the Bananas.
Good job by Bloomer to pump the brakes. Thought about trying to steal first, which he has done successfully twice in as many tries. That one chopped towards the 6-hole. Backhanded Ryan Cox behind his back across the diamond, not in time. Oh, it would have been one of the most majestic trick plays of the tour thus far, but Bryson Bloomer busting it down the line ruins the glove magician's fun.
And I don't even know if going between the legs made it take any less time for Cox to throw that onto first base to make that play. Bryson Bloomer, though, with just enough speed to beat that ball out and get a leadoff runner on here for the Party Animals.
You're right. As we watch the replay, it was such a quick exchange behind the back. That was from Andrelton Simmons territory out in shallow left field. Cornette in the 5-hole, the catcher. Takes the heater high, 1-0 count. Bounced into an Eric Jones trick play. Over at first base his first time up. Heater down, count 2-0. 3-0. I'm always forgetting to carry the 1. That one right down the chute. Donnie's done a heck of a job keeping this prolific Party Animals offense off the board through 4 innings thus far. In a spell of trouble here, although he gets the foul tip into the mid of Leroy, and he's back in this one with a full count. Payoff pitch from Donaldson. Fouled straight back. Good located heater right in on the hands. Bloomer over at first base, leading the Party Animals with 14 steals in 17 attempts. He's got the juice in that band around his waist. Has powered him to the tour high batting average, tied for the tour lead in triples. And 30 ribeyes, most out of any hitter. Donnie loses Cornette. That's the first sprint of the night for the boys in black and pink. Textbook defense by the Bananas. Remember, all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch it before it's live. And Dalton Cornette, who has been thrown out trying to stretch a sprint to 2 bases, a tour high 3 times, is content creating a runners on the corner situation for Tanner Thomas.
That was a great at-bat by Dalton Cornette. I mean, he has so many sprints on the season for the Party Animals. In fact, his sprint to strikeout rate leading all players on this year's World Tour.
That was his 16th sprint. He's only K'd 6 times, which, thanks to Bill Leroy striking out a half inning ago, is tied for the tour low. Cornette not known for his running, 3 for 5 in his stolen base attempts. One of the times he was gunned down, it was trying to take first base. Leroy throws through, and the hesitation is enough for Cornette to get to second safely, although he went past the bag, able to recover before Cox slapped a tag back on him.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a hesitation from Bill Leroy deciding whether he wanted to throw that ball down or not. He did. I'm surprised the Party Animals didn't go for the double steal after that. And how about Dalton Cornette coming off the bag just a little bit? Ryan Cox probably should have tried to hold on the bag a little bit longer in that scenario.
Really nice 2-seamer. Count now 2-1 on the Party Animals extra hitter. Single to left his first time tonight. Bananas bring the infield in with nobody gone and 2 men in scoring position. Now they're going to pull Matt Wolf back on the right side. Eric Jones also playing back over there. As this one fouled towards the fans. And not caught. So a second life for Tanner Thomas, who has been victim to a fan catching a foul ball 3 times in his banana ball career.
You know, that's got to be the only unfortunate thing coming to some of these big parks like Las Vegas Park. Some of these batters have to be a little afraid of the fact that they could have some foul outs to fans in the series.
That's back-to-back sprints from Donnie. Bloomer scores easily from third. Cornette from second, racing towards second. Tanner Thomas is gunned down. The extra hitter tried to make it 2 bases on the sprint. Bananas' sprint defense is on a whole nother level. I mean, this is absolutely insane. As you see the flip from Hosley to Deeb and the tag just there on the left knee. As Tanner came scooting on into second base.
I mean, it really feels like we're going to start to see a significant decline in the number of ball four sprints of second base the Party Animals are getting on the rest of this World Tour. The Bananas practice this all the time, and it's only going to get better. Isn't that crazy to think about?
Yeah, this is the worst you'll ever see the Nanners at their ball four sprint defense. You've got to be out of the box, busting it with great speed. I mean, Tanner's coming from the left-hand side. He runs like the wind, and he was still gunned down at second. 0-2 count on Jason Swan. Lifts that one high and deep to right. Hosley, though, has a beat on it. Mosey's on under and taps it up to himself and back down into the mitt. He's now a perfect 9 for 9 in trick plays. Here comes Jesse Cole.
Now coming to pitch, the world's tallest pitcher. Please welcome Dakota Stilts Albritton.
Well, you heard it from the man in the yellow tux himself. Dakota Stilts Albritton will come out to finish the top of the sixth. And you look at the numbers, he's been excellent, averaging 4 minutes and 20 seconds per inning thrown. That's because he only has one full inning in the books, and it took 4 minutes and 20 seconds. I mean, nonetheless, very impressive.
Dakota has been phenomenal for the Bananas. He continues to talk about he goes out there, tries to pound the zone. The Party Animals hit it hard, but they hit it at a lot of bananas. We've seen a lot of sharp lineouts in the infield. The Bananas know how to position themselves to get outs for Dakota Stilts Albritton. And by the way, Jared Donaldson exiting after 4 2/3 innings pitched. Now, believe it or not, the Bananas needed 4 2/3 innings pitched tonight to reach 300 total innings pitched as a team tonight. Congratulations to the Bananas on that accomplishment.
Milestones on milestones as Breland shrinks his strike zone just about as small as you could get it, and Stilts rewards him by plunking him in the rear end, and Brett Helton's going to come out, complete the two-man wheelbarrow job as the Stylin' Hawaiian expends a lot of energy to get to first base, but he's done it.
Next up for the Party Animals, number 22, the anti-hero, Joe Lytle.
And once again, the anti-hero tonight. Joe Lytle lip-syncing some T-Swift as he comes up to the dish. Party Animals DH. Popped out in foul territory to Ryan Cox at short his first time. Jared Donaldson, by the way, goes 4 2/3 innings. Carry the 4 hits, 1 strikeout, 2 sprints, gives up 2 runs as Joe Lytle destroys that to right center field. That thing's splashed down into the pool. 2-run shot for Lytle. 4 spot for the Party Animals here in the top of the 5th as they have come alive. That's the first ever home run against Dakota Stilts Albritton. And look at these guys. They're in the pit, right up in front, head banging, best seats in this hypothetical concert.
That is what you would call good old-fashioned thrashing.
Take a look at Lytle. Knew it off the bat. Heater at the knees. And it just barely misses the pool. But if you're going to get it into the pool area, I can't miss the opportunity for a splashdown. Baber gets a heater right behind him. That one misses the inside corner. Count 2-0. Stilts pretty much a 2-pitch pitcher, fastball slider combo. The breaking ball is pretty impressive. Of course, it also comes from 10 feet 9 inches high as this one is flied to shallow left center. Deeb jogging in makes the catch. And that'll do it. But 4 runs on 2 hits, and nobody left on base for the Party Animals as they trail by 3 points and have a great chance of notching their first point tonight as we get our eye in the sky involved in the action. The Banana Panorama, looking down at Las Vegas Ballpark. This is what $150 million in 2019 can buy you. It's a phenomenal arena for Banana Ball. Second largest Banana Ball game of all time, only behind Peoria, Arizona, back on the 1st of April. And you get a good little look at a pretty marvelous area around Las Vegas Ballpark as well. This is the Summerlin area of Vegas. Outlet Mall right around the corner. Nice practice facility. A neighboring building as fans getting rowdy here in the middle of the 5th. Brett Helton will replace Garrett Delano, who goes 4 innings in the books, although he will not be credited close to that thanks to the 3 walk-offs that he gave up. Helton, the World Tour leader in minutes per inning, averaging 3 minutes and 10 seconds per frame tossed. It's been excellent in that department, although the ERA is certainly not what he would like thus far.
I mean, the MPI is only getting lower, and what Brett tries to do, and it works to his credit, is he's just trying to throw strikes and get Bananas batters to put it in play. Now, what happens with that, of course, is a lot of balls are falling for hits, and hence, that's why you see a little bit of a higher earned run average.
2-3-4 for the Bananas. Eric Jones tries to check his swing, goes around.
And this is far and away the earliest we've ever seen Brett Helton enter into a ball game in his Banana Ball career. We haven't seen him actually emerge before the 8th inning in a contest on this World Tour.
Joined Banana Land in the Summer Series this past August, spilling into November. Spent 3 years at the University of Utah, as he gets EJ swinging, and Cornette will get the out on the strikeout. Only second Banana to go down on strikes tonight. EJ walked off the first with a base knock, so he's 1 for 2 now. About 6.5 hours away from Salt Lake City, where Brett spent 3 years collegiately in the Pac-12. And then was drafted in the 9th round in 2015 by the Pittsburgh Pirates as Michael Deeb taps it to Bryson Bloomer, pumps the seat across the diamond. And as Helton has been known to do, a couple quick outs. Deeb now 0 for 2 on the night, a couple ground outs. And it'll be Danny Oberst who bounced one to short his first time, that one under the glove of Helton. Dustin Baber tries to do a jump throw between the legs. And boy, what a shame that is. Brett Helton would have had a 1:33 or so inning, and he would have just added another one into the top 20, in which he already has more frames there than anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, Brett Helton would have had yet another remarkable mark, but you know Dustin Baber also kind of beating up on himself. As much as he likes to pride himself on his trick plays, we do not see many trick plays missed from the Party Animals second baseman.
He's now 27 for 29, 1 for 2 tonight. That one squirts away from Cornette. Not far enough for pinch runner Malachi Mitchell to advance at base. Remember, Dan's still nursing a pulled hamstring from back in Kansas City as Malachi off on the pitch has the base stolen easily. His 30th stolen base of the tour. As our graphic that we pop up is already antiquated. But the new graphic you see, well, that one's up to date. Graphics overriding graphics. Hot shot to second. Wow, 360 up in the air, Dustin Baber. Brand new trick play. That was a dandy. His second of the night and his 28th of the tour.
that never gets enough appreciation.
And Brett Helton, even with the trick play missed, gets through the inning in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. He is the Greek god of minutes per inning.
Big promotions called the Soccer Mom Race. I've got Nicole.
You get another look high above Las Vegas ballpark. And when we zoom down in, we'll be chatting with Jesse Cole, the owner of this here club. I'm going to put you on the spot right off the bat, Jesse. What's been more exciting for you this week? An incredible challenger game against the Yalls, your third book coming out, this one with the help of Don Yeager, or taking the most entertaining team in sports to the entertainment capital of the world?
I think it's finished with a bang right here, coming into Vegas, and especially this crowd tonight, seeing it all come together. I think this is definitely the highlight so far of the week, and a big week for the Bananas.
Well, close to 11,000 here in Las Vegas ballpark. How rowdy has it been down there from the fans here?
Oh, it's been rowdy. It's been loud. We get out in the crowd and we can't even hear ourselves think. But to think this game started off with a foul ball caught for an out, the trick plays, the home runs. I mean, man, you can't ask much more in Banana Ball.
No, we're absolutely cruising. 5 innings in the books with barely over an hour spent playing ball thus far. Now, you got to spend a couple nights out in Las Vegas. Have you seen any entertainers that you'd like to teach some baseball skills to?
You know, I'll tell you, as they're going crazy right now with the Soccer Mom Race, I'll tell you, this is a great place for us to recruit for new talent in the next few years. So we're going to the shows, the Cirque du Soleil, the comedy, the magicians. I think we're going to find some more entertainers to join the show in the next few years.
Now, how cool has it, Jesse, been for you to hang out with the Zappos crew, who I know were very influential for you in the creation of the Bananas back in the day?
I'll tell you, Zappos is one of the best customer experience companies in the world. We've learned from them so much. To be a partner on this tour means more in the world, meeting those guys. So we're so glad to have them here tonight and to continue putting on a show and do what's best for our customers, what's fans first.
Hey, thanks so much for taking time out of your busy night, Jess.
It's a pleasure. Love you, Pico.
Love you too, Jesse. There goes the man in the yellow tux, owner of this here club with his wife, Emily, the OGs. And I'm about 85% of the way through Banana Ball, his book with Don Yeagers. We get the top of this Party Animals lineup here in the top of the 6th inning. Connor Higgins, the new man on the mound, as Reese Hampton's already fouled out to a fan once tonight, and he's done it again! Down the right field side! Looked like a basket catch! And what a snag by that man!
Wow. Reese Hampton comes up to lead up the game, batting lefty. Opposite field shot down the left field line, caught by a fan. Now he comes up on the other side of the plate. How about another opposite field shot, caught by a fan in right field?
Couldn't make it up. The only time that he hasn't fouled out to a fan tonight, he doubled down the right field line. As much as Banana Ball is a hitter's game, boy, the fans can take it away from you real quick.
Now, Biko, your tenure obviously exceeds mine. Have we ever seen a multi-foul out to a fan game before?
No.
By one player?
No, that is the first time in Banana Ball history that one player has fouled out to a fan twice in the same game. Mind-boggling. Only in Vegas, right? They cuffed the shortstop 0 for 2 on the day, a fly out and a ground out. Connor Higgins drops the slider in high. Out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. Fresh off of 5 years with the Los Angeles Angels organization. As this one sent towards the fans, they can't catch it. They cuff with another life. By the way, the man who caught the first foul ball from Reese Hampton was Marty Christensen. Thank you, Kurt Kessler, for getting us that information. See if he can track down our second fan to retire Hampton on the night. Good battle here as that one bounced to shortstop Ryan Cox between the legs. He makes it look so easy. Tips his cap to the crowd. And here's Jesse.
From Las Vegas, who caught the ball. Our second foul ball for an out. Aaron from Vegas, congratulations.
Number 1, Jake Skull.
Good work, Aaron from Vegas.
That's a really interesting last name from Vegas. I wonder if the V is kind of capitalized. Like if you have a McCann last name, you get the lowercase c than the capital C. From Vegas with the capital V.
I would wager that that's how it's done. It's gotta be one of the originals here in our city surrounded by the Mojave Desert. 2-1 count now on Jake Skoll. Pop out and bounced it to a double play so far tonight. Power on power matchup. Higgins was 94 to 97 miles per hour in Kansas City in his Bananas debut. Skoll's 7 homers lead the Party Animals. They'll take a ball 4 sprint, and he's going to test the sprint defense from the Bananas. Around the infield to the outfield we go. Not a chance. And you see why that guy was taken 15th overall back in 2010. He's a 5-tool player. He's got the pop, but like a deer, he just glides around the bases with easy speed.
And with a guy of his stature, you would think that maybe the speed's not there, but it's a big part of why we've seen him move away from first base and play a lot more center and right field for the Party Animals. By the way, that's Jake Skoll's first sprint since April the 18th. It had actually been a while since our tour sprints leader earned a sprint.
Yeah, that was his 21st overall. Still 2 more of those than strikeouts. As he leads off second, 0-1 count on Bryson Bloomer. Single and a run scored. Flew out his first time. Count even at 1-1. The 2-time Coastal Plain League champion. Back-to-back in 21 and 22. And traded the Savannah Bananas yellow for the Party Animals black and pink as that heater is high.
Bloomer with a big hit off of Connor Higgins the last time these two faced off. He ran the count full, got a fastball in on him, turned on it, shot it down the left field line, and brought around 2 Party Animals to score in the 8th inning. And that was really the deciding hit that got them the win last Saturday on our Chad's Birthday Palooza game.
2-2 coming here from the 6'5" lefty as the count runs full. Payoff coming. Cut and a miss. Nasty 3-2 slider. And Bloomer goes down swinging as Vincent Chapman does the worm with Bill Leroy to celebrate the strikeout.
Trying to get the wave going. So we're going to have to
Another look at the big K. Higgins fired up. Bill recognizes his pitcher. And the Nanners, for the 5th time tonight, just need 1 run to win an inning. They've been successful 3 out of the first 4 times that the pitching staff has blessed the offense with such an opportunity.
And that was really smart pitching by Connor Higgins. Again, he was in the exact same situation the last time against Bryson Bloomer. Got the count full. Instead of giving him the fastball, he goes with the off-speed. Bloomer sure looked surprised by it. That was just an intelligent decision by Connor Higgins and his catcher, Bill Leroy, of course.
And by the way, on the pop-out to a fan there, it was Aaron Flanagan catching the second Reese-Hampton foul ball of the night. So, unfortunately, his last name not from Vegas, like we were told by Jesse Cole down on the field. As you get another look at Las Vegas Ballpark and the Strip out in the distance, less than 10 miles away from us. Brett Helton out for his 2nd inning of work.
Now batting for your Bananas, number 8, Jackson Olsen.
And it's going to be 6, 7, 8 for the Nanners. Olsen, Cox, and Leroy. Jackson a double and scored the inning-winning run in the 3rd. First pitch hunting, Brett Helton. Fastball, low to mid-90s, tops out about 93. Cutter, changeup, and curveball to round out the arsenal. And there's the curve for an 0-2 count. Chopped up the middle, nice stab by Brett Helton. That is a fun trick play. Flips it behind the back. A little over the head, though, instead of going around the lateral way. And Helton picks up his second trick play in as many attempts on the tour, with the assist from Jason Swan. And it looks like it's 6-2-2 time. Brett brings in Acuff, Baber, Hampton, Skoll, and Almadova, all three outfielders involved. A lot going on in this dance. And Cox trying to send it to the vacated left field, with Breland pretty far over into left center. He's got a 1-1 count, make it 1-2. But into shortstop. He had a walk-off single to win the third inning. That ball shot towards the stands. Not caught by a fan. Cox has fouled out to fans 3 times in his career. Now tied with Reese Hampton and Tanner Thomas for the all-time lead in foul out to fans. What a great piece of hitting. Just flicks the old bat head out at it. Gets a flare to left as Breland throws behind him. And Cox is going to get an extra base on the E7. Third error on the tour for the Styling Hawaiian.
It was kind of a baffling decision there by Breland Almadova. Not really sure why he decided to do that. But how about Ryan Cox entering this game? Only had 1 hit this month, now 2 in this ball game. Sorely needed. Cox has been on a little bit of an offensive cold streak for a while, but this could be the big game where he turns everything around after he had an incredibly strong February and March.
It was really hot, especially in the month of March. Brought the batting average up to around 300, and it's been in a bit of a slump since. Now Bill Leroy at the dish as he sprays that foul. Count quickly 0-2. Struck out for only the 6th time on the tour in his lone trip to the dish tonight. Cox off of second with 1 away. Could be a costly error for the Party Animals. Bill lines that to right center. Hampton raging over. Diving attempt, he can't get to it. It rolls to the wall. Ryan Cox can waltz home. Bill has only his second extra base hit of the tour. It's his 6th walk-off. And the Nanners up 4-1.
That was a great piece of hitting by Bill Leroy, taking an outside pitch there from Brett Helton and driving it to the opposite way, something Bill Leroy is incredible at, opposite field hitting, and it plates another point for the Bananas in this ball game.
You get another look at the winning drive off the bat of the Bananas backstop. 6 innings in the books. 4 points for the Nanners, 1 for the Party Animals. And as we salute all the service members in the building tonight, we pass that on to everybody watching at home. And we'll pop up into the broadcast booth where Pico Scala, Josh Talevsky, joined by the CEO of Zappos, Mr. Scott Scheffler. How you living, Big Tiger?
Doing great. How are y'all doing?
Oh, fantastic. Let me just juice your mic a little bit.
All right.
So listen. Is this your first banana ball game of all time?
This is my first banana game, and it's more than I could have ever imagined. I've been an avid follower on TikTok for so long, just like not just the team, but like individual players, and like The energy is insane. The fans first, like, it just gives so much life. It's so incredible.
And I see you got to go through VIB today, so tell me, how was doing that VIB experience, getting to be down there with all the guys? I see you've got some autographs on the jersey.
It's so sweet. Like, the folks are just so amazing. Like, every moment is a wow moment, and like it's the heart of the team. Like, you can tell they just love the fans. Like, it is truly a fans first environment, and I've never been able to see it anywhere like in any other sporting event. Like, this is just so amazing.
Well, listen, the 7th inning has really crept up on us because we're only an hour and 20 minutes into the action. It is Hoka giveaway time.
Yeah,
Thanks to our good friends over at Zappos, and our buzzword tonight is wow.
It's wow. And a big thing for us is it's all about showing your wow face. W-O-W.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, you got to show your wow face. Woo!
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's wow. So everybody, just putting it into the comment section will not do you anything. You have to click the link in the description or click the link we're throwing in the comment section. Fill out your name, give us some contact info so we can figure out where to send the Hokas, and then put wow.
Yep, big old wow. And if you ever run in Hokas before, they're pretty sick. Cushioning's amazing. Like, just a great shoe. Like, pretty rad.
I mean, like, literally, no free ads in Banana Land. All my loved ones who have ever had Hokas, they love them.
Dude, they're good.
They're big fans.
They're good.
All right, we're back into the action on the field. You will have time throughout the entirety of this inning to fill in the info for your chance at a free pair of Hokas, so don't fret. You've got the entire 7th. DJ the Invader, the new man on the mound for the Bananas, Dalton Cornett in the 5-hole, leading it off for the Party Animals, who trail by 3 points with 3 innings still on the docket tonight, and that's going to be a base knock for DC3. Party Animals catcher 1 for 2, had a 1-base sprint, swiped a bag and scored his last time up. Looks like we have some can jam, or some sort of it. Maybe this is, looks like there's balls though down there instead of frisbees being used. It's fun. Okay, you never know what's going on in a Bananas game. This is some kind of,
it's pretty exciting though.
Some kind of enormous pong, it seems like.
Okay, a little juice pong, if you will, you know?
Yes. Juice, water, always the beverages of choice for pongs.
Sunny D, you never know.
You never know. Tanner Thomas at the dish, quickly behind 0-2. As that one to second base, knocked down by Matt Wolf. He goes between the legs, still picks up a trick play. Although I know he was thinking about trying to get 2. As that one came straight to him. Nanners will take it out.
Yeah, Matt Wolf trying to recreate the play that he made in Tampa, where he did a between-the-legs feed to Ryan Cox for a double play. But good by Matt Wolf, even though bobbling that ball, able to gather it and still go with the little trick play onto first base and record the out.
Bill Leroy wanted a strike call there. He doesn't get it from Vincent Chapman. Jason Swan will take a heater on the corner there. 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout tonight. And Cornett's going to scamper over to third on the wild pitch.
You know, I had abs like that once. Then I woke up.
How many? Okay, I was going to ask how many years ago that was.
It was a few minutes ago. Yeah.
Took a little pregame snooze.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Didn't want to wake up. That ball lined towards center. DR ranging in, makes the catch. Cornett tagging. Throw home on the money, over the head of Leroy, though. And the Party Animals score their 5th run of the night, but only the 2nd inning in which they've pushed somebody successfully across home plate. They lead the 7th 1-zip. Good job of situational hitting there from Swanee, who picks up his 15th stake of the tour. And now it'll be Breland Almadova. Fly out, hit by pitch, and a run scored. He was actually plunked by Stilts. Who would have thought?
He's got some heat for being that high up.
Yeah, he's worked on his velo a lot. His pitching has really transformed since the One City World Tour back in 2021. He's added a breaking ball to the arsenal. Is that one in on the hands of Almadova?
Impressive.
DJ on the mound. 4-seam, 2-seam fastballs, cutter, slider, and his best pitch in the arsenal, a changeup. That one flicked out to right. Danny Hosley diving
he got
catch.
Wowzers!
Robs the Stylin Hawaiian of a base knock. And the Party Animals get one run, but that will be it. Nanners need 1 to tie the 7th, 2 to win it here in the bottom half. And slap a star next to that line out to right if you're keeping score at home.
And a pretty textbook minutes per inning mark there for DJ. How about 3 minutes and 27 seconds, the duration of that inning?
That's amazing. Just the catches are amazing. Whew. Last thing I caught was a cold.
Now, are you impressed by the 2 fans who were able to catch foul balls tonight, Scott?
Always impressed. Like these, trying to hit off this heat and then actually getting to catch the ball, it's just next level. It really is.
Well, it's time to turn Las Vegas ballpark yellow. We light up the sky, and yeah, this is video o'clock.
This might be the first time I've turned on the light without actually doing it by accident.
We're going yellow up here in the booth. This is the second largest yellow in banana ball history, only behind Peoria, Arizona. And Vegas showing out.
I know coming here was a gamble, but it paid off.
Yeah, right. Who knew? If coming here competing against the Knights, who down the road from us are in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, playing against the Dallas Stars. And we were still able to find 11,000 friends to come party with us tonight.
This is the best ticket in the house right here. Best ticket in Vegas.
Now, Scott, how did you pull off the feat of being the fans' first company that got to love this Banana Ball World Tour?
You know, the funny thing is I still ask myself, how did we get this lucky? I had this moment where I've been following the bananas on TikTok and just fell in love with them. I was like, oh man, went to my marketing folks. I'm like, hey, is there anything like we can do with them? Like, they're so fans first, like we're customer first, like, and they're like, yeah, guess what? We're having a conversation with them. Like, you're out of your mind. Like, this is so amazing. And it was one of those, like, we didn't want it to be like a boring sponsorship, because like that's not what this is about. It's like, it's trying to find ways to get back to the fans and have fun. And just when they told me, I was like one of those, like, I feel like I won the lottery. Like, this is just, it's so amazing. And it's like, when they came to campus, when the Bananas came to campus in December, and like we kind of announced it, we played a little banana ball like in our headquarters.
Yes.
Like, it was so cool. It just, you can tell the energy here. The energy that the fans have here is like what we try and do, and the values align. So it's one of those amazing things.
Danny Hosley shanks this one towards the second deck. Not caught by a fan, so another life for the Nanners 9-hitter. Matt Wolf's spot in the order is on deck, although Alex Ziegler waits in the on-deck circle. And then at the top of the order, D.R. Meadows due up third. That ball bounced to third base. Laser beam across the diamond from Bryson Bloomer for out number 1. Haas now 1 for 2 on the night.
Now coming to bat.
Here's Jesse.
Trickster himself. Let's hear it for Ziggy Alex Ziegler.
See how many tricks the Pride of Butler, Pennsylvania can get in. That's 3 already. That's a repeat, so we'll make it 3.5. And 4.5, 5.5, 6.
I showed my son Liam, saw that earlier, and he was like, I can't even do that. I'm like, dude, you're 10, you play Little League. Of course you can't do that. What are you thinking?
It's a mighty hack and a miss. And a tight slider from the new man on the mound for the Party Animals, Brandon Sherman. There's a lot of junk, high 80s, low 90s. 2-seam, 4-seam cut fastballs, knuckleball, and a knuckle drop.
And Ziggy swinging the bat very well recently. 2 hits in his last 3 at-bats, and that includes a double for the Bat Trickster.
He's 3 for 13 on the tour. He went 3 for 10 last year. That one just foul. And the count full on the Nanners pinch hitter. Here in the spot for Matt Wolf, who grounded out in his only at-bat tonight.
Now, do you have a favorite Bananas character?
Ooh, so I've got a favorite player. I follow Jackson Olsen, and I have for so long. I'm a major fan of The Greatest Showman, and just when he comes out and just he brings that energy of P.T. Barnum, and it's just so incredible and inspirational. Like it makes me have a million dreams. It really does.
Yeah, we're lucky to have him. I mean, that Greatest Showman walk-up kills every time with the fans. It's incredible.
There's almost nothing better. It's so good.
Reminding everybody, we've got Scott Schaefer in the booth, and this is the Hoka's giveaway inning as Malachi Mitchell pinch running, trying to get back to first base. He does recover in time. Dalton Cornett thrown off the back foot. Not able to get a perfect throw to Swanee over at first, so another life for Malachi Mitchell on the base pads, who pinch runs for the third time tonight as the Nanners are third time through the order. The buzzword when you are filling out your spreadsheet to try and get this free pair of Hokas is WOW. W-O-W, wow.
And if you think about it, it's mom upside down.
That's
it's
a really
that
good
easy.
point.
Yep, that easy.
In case anybody was still confused. 3-0 coming to Doc.
He's got some moves.
Yeah, he's boogieing in the box. Vincent Chapman's joining him. And the Shermanator pumps it right down the chute. Check on Malachi, who has stolen a base tonight. He's now 30 for 32, a tour high. We are in game 35. That ball lifted to center. Hampton retreats only a few steps before making the catch for out number one. Malachi tagging for second. The tag in time. Aggressive move by the Nanners. Specialty pinch runner. And Reese Hampton, an 80 grade outfielder from his time in the Tigers organization, with a perfect strike to second. Good tag there by Baber.
He was fast, but just, the ball goes faster sometimes.
That's a fact. The old 8-4 double play. Scott, I would love to keep you in the booth all night long, but I don't want to rob you from the experience of getting to be in the stands, man. I can't thank you enough for coming.
This has been so amazing. Thank you so much for having me. This is just about, I hope everybody gets out to a game, because the experience here it's second to none. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
All right. Y'all have a great game.
Thanks so much, Scott. There goes Scott Schaefer, the CEO of our good friends over at Zappos, as the Hoka's giveaway is now officially over. Hopefully you all got your info in there. As the Bananas lead 4 points to 2, with the Party Animals winning the 7th inning 1-zip. It is dancing in the dark time. We'll throw it down to the young professor.
We're down to 3, top 3 now, top 3. We're down to the final 2. Oh my goodness, it's the best moves I've ever seen. We're down to the final 2. They gotta keep going until we get the best moves. You better show me your best stuff. I don't know who's gonna win. I don't know who the winner is. Oh, these two are going head to head. It's the best dance moves. Show me the finishing move. Show me the best you got. I see you flexing. But you've been out here all by yourself for a little bit, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our winner of Dancing in the Dark.
Now batting for the Party Animals, the anti-hero, Joe Lytle.
To the 8th inning we go. DJ the Invader back out for a second frame of work. Joe Lytle. It's his third trip to the dish tonight. And once again, it is him. He is the problem. It is him. And a horn blasting through Las Vegas ballpark. The people fired up about it. I thought it may have meant that the Knights won, but no, they're tied. 3 goals apiece in overtime, just down the road from us. Lytle through the right side of the infield. And the Party Animals DH, 2 for 3 now. He had a 2-run homer his last time up.
And he just collected the 300th hit on the season for the Party Animals. What an accomplishment for this ball club. First club to 300 on the season.
Milestone mania tonight here in the marriage capital of the world. Give it up for marriage, folks. To the 10 hole we go. Dustin Baber, the second baseman. 0 for 2 on the night. And quickly behind, no balls, 2 strikes. It's Cowboy Kyle. Gives Vincent Chapman. A new batch of baseballs. Foul tip. And Baber's still alive. It's popped out to first and flown out to left.
I can't communicate with anyone right now.
That one on a hop to Dalton Malden. 360 from Ryan Cox. Another stupendous double play turned by the Bananas tonight.
Wow.
Here's Jesse Cole.
Coming to pitch. Former World Series pitcher, former Major League All-Star, and Red Sox Hall of Famer, 76 years young. Please welcome Bill the Spaceman Lee.
I know your wow, Josh, was for the incredible double play we just saw, but it also works for Bill the Spaceman Lee making an appearance tonight.
76 years young and still going at it from that left-handed side. It's Bill Lee coming into pitch. And man, I mean, you talk about another guy who, you know, despite the age, despite what you might think, he's wildly effective out there on the mound, and he still, in his banana ball career, has never allowed a ball 4 sprint.
It's really incredible and fun to see his fielders behind him getting in on the ordeal that is Bill Lee stretching out and getting ready to try and record the final out here in the top of the 8th inning. Look at the numbers on the tour thus far for him. He's picked up a couple strikeouts across 6 2/3 innings, averaging 4 minutes and 28 seconds per frame tossed. And just as Josh said, no sprints on this year's tour, no sprints on last year's tour given up. To the top of the order for the Party Animals, Reese Hampton has a double tonight sandwiched in between 2 foul outs to fans.
And you can see Dalton Malden.
Oh no! That ball annihilated deep to left. And Hampton's taken the Spaceman into orbit. Reese lightning with a blast of thunder. And the Party Animals lead the 8th inning 1 run to nothing. Sixth long ball of the tour for the former Detroit Tigers product.
And just because Bill Lee was coming into this ball game didn't mean the Party Animals weren't going to try and cash in and get a run on the board to hopefully cut this deficit down a little bit. They still trail by 2 points in this ball game. They've got to win every inning they can at this point.
Remember, every run in the final inning counts as a point. And we've got about 21 and a half minutes to go here, so plenty of time to get through the 8th and get us to the 9th as Chase Acuff puts a drive into that, deep to left, off the top of the wall. Chase digging for 2, the throw's a beauty, just a tad late for Acuff, scooting on into second base. And the Animal shortstop, now 1 for 4 on the night. Picks up his 7th 2-bagger, which are all 7 of his extra base hits on the tour thus far. On the bright side, Bill still has not given up a sprint. Now Jake Skoll. 0 for 2. Pop out, grounded into a dynamite double play turned by the Bananas back in the 4th, and had a 2-base sprint a couple innings ago.
You know, I'm awfully surprised after surrendering the home run to Hampton, Bill Lee didn't go with his signature bean you right in the side pitch.
This one popped towards the fans, not caught though. The only time that Jake Skoll has been hit by a pitch this year, it was by Bill Lee after Garrett Delano hit a home run in Daytona. And Skoll also was hit in a scrimmage before the season started. It was also by Bill Lee after a home run was hit. He watches the Leafs bounce in there, count 2-2 on the Animals right fielder. That ball drilled foul. Fan could make a, although they caught up, does not count. Although the fans fired up about nice play on the tip drill over there. Acuff off second. 2-2 from the spaceman. Cut and miss! He struck out Jake Skoll. The Red Sox Hall of Famer takes care of the former New York Yankees minor leaguer. And the bomb from Reese Hampton, the only damage in the 8th inning as the Party Animals put a run across for the 2nd straight frame. And let's check out some magic from the Bananas magician, Jake Schwartz. What do you got for us down there, buddy?
That everything at a Bananas game can be entertaining. So I'm looking for some trash to make entertaining. Let's see, we got, no, that's not going to work. I'm looking for maybe like a drink, something that I can make entertaining, a piece of trash, maybe an empty drink. Oh, this will be perfect. We use this guy's trash right here. And I want to show you guys, we've got an empty soda here. If we shake that. In fact, you know what? Let's get rid of that altogether. Let's reseal that soda 100%. Let's pop it, get it going. Trick, even the is entertaining. Biko, back to you.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Jake Schwartz. Unfortunately, the audio cut in and out a little bit. That just added to the mystique of how in the world he picked up a what seemed like pretty much empty Pepsi can, resealed it, and it had Pepsi once again.
That was unbelievable. He didn't even have to say Alakazam.
Jake, it's really good stuff, my man. We have a bigger trick coming from him tomorrow night, if you can believe it.
He opened sesame that can.
Can't help yourself, huh?
No, I can't. I like magic.
It's 2-3-4. Who doesn't like magic? Eric Jones crumples in the batter's box after fouling that off his left shin, it looked like. 2-3-4 for the Bananas here in the bottom of the 8th. Brandon Sherman out for his 2nd inning of work. EJ an RBI walk-off single in the 1st. Struck out his last time up. It was against Brett Helton.
And EJ, with that walk-off hit in the 1st inning, he broke a 2-game hitless streak, and believe it or not, that was the first time, those 2 games prior were the first time that he was hitless in back-to-back games since April 7th and then April 13th. Those games, of course, far apart, but those were 2 consecutive games in our books.
Pretty incredible. Consistency on the tour from Eric Jones. Another one, too, from Sherman, who continues to pound the zone. Sherman out of Long Island, New York. And at Nassau Community College. Couple seasons with the Long Island Ducks in the Atlantic League.
and Sherm, one of 3 Party Animals pitchers now who have helped combine to help the Party Animals accumulate 200 innings pitched on the season for them.
That ball ripped to left. And the potential inning tying run is aboard as EJ Big rounded first with really goofing around in left. Pump the brakes and be content with his second single of the evening.
Now, top of the order, you could bring in Flash the Kid, and the Bananas might, but you might also see them hold off on inserting Flash in the event that Dan Oberst gets on base. Of course, Dan still dealing slightly with a sore hammy, and that might be the guy that they would rather see Flash pinch run for.
Michael Dean puts some oomph into this to dead center. Oh, Reese Hampton on the run, crashing into the wall. Terrific catch as Eric Jones has to retreat back to first base. Boy, Michael Deeb doing push-ups in foul territory. He tested just about all of the 415 feet to dead center here in Las Vegas ballpark.
Yeah, there are a lot of other ballparks we've played in this season that if Deeb had gotten a hold of that ball, it would have been out of the park. But here, a 415 dead center field, that's a pretty lofty mark to try and get a ball out of in Las Vegas.
Crisp first pitch cutter to Mr. Oberst, who swings through it. Round out and a pop out tonight. And watches the knuckle drop drift below the knees. Sherm's going to check on Eric Jones, who only has 1 steal on the tour. It was of first base. That ball popped to Swanee, who has lost his shirt. With the bare hand, he has his first trick play of the tour. Good work, Swanee. Welcome to the Trick Play Club. Made it look oh so easy.
You know, once you get that monkey off your back, you see a lot of trick plays that quickly follow. That sure happened with Danny Hosley. We'll see if it happens with Jason Swan going forward on the tour.
Now Dakota McFadden. 1 for 2, walk-off homer in the second. Rounded out to second his last time up. And that one down and in. EJ will advance into scoring position. Very important for the Nanners. D-Mac with that homer in the second picked up what's tied with Danny Hosley for the tour high of 11 walk-offs. Now the innings tying run, 90 feet closer to scoring.
And this would be a situation where if I could, and of course it's a little difficult with already being in the middle of the count, but I would try and get Malachi Mitchell out there on second base. You're trying to tie this inning so that you can keep it a 2-point lead going into the 9th rather than a 4-3 lead in the point category.
3-1, lofted to shallow right. Jake Skoll racing in. Dustin Baber going out will make the catch. And Brandon Sherman, excellent in relief. 2 scoreless innings. Battles back from a 3-0 count right there on Dakota McFadden as the Party Animals win the 7th and 8th. 1-zip apiece. And it's 4-3. Here's the young professor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to cast your gaze upon the scoreboard. We are heading into the 9th inning with a 1-run game. It is 4-3 in favor of your Savannah Bananas. But here's the thing about the game of banana ball. In the final inning, every run counts for a point. So the pressure has never been higher. This is the time for the Bananas to hold off the Party Animals and secure that victory. Ladies and gentlemen of Las Vegas, welcome to the final inning!
You got a good look at the 2 foul balls caught off the bat of Reese Hampton. One when he was leading off the ball game from the left side, the other in the 6th inning when he was turned around hitting righty against Connor Higgins. The Bananas go to the best weapon out of the pen on this Banana Ball World Tour, Danny Hosley, who has dazzled across 29 innings pitched. 3 minutes and 48 seconds per frame tossed. 43 strikeouts compared to just 10 sprints and 16 Ks. A tour best by far, 1.55 earned run average.
And we talk all the time about his K rate, but what's really come to my attention lately are the MPI times already in the month of May. His lowest minutes per inning mark this month has been a 2 minute and 6 second inning, but his highest mark, only 3:59, just a hair above his season average. Every time Danny Hosley is out there, he is getting through innings at a furious rate. And by the way, in for the save situation, of course. He's converted 6 of 7 saves this season for the Bananas, and this might be the biggest save situation that he's been put in to date in this tour.
What a miraculous 8 innings of Banana Ball we've had in the first ever game in the Neon City. Full capacity Las Vegas ballpark are all fired up and ready to see if Haas can close this thing out. He's got the meat of the Party Animals order, 4, 5, and 6. Bryson Bloomer, Dalton Cornett, Tanner Tinder Thomas. The Boomer 1 for 3 on the night with a single and a run scored. And a perfectly placed heater on the outside corner for strike 1. That graphic lied to you, by the way. As I said, 1 for 3 on the night. Singled and scored in the 3rd inning. As he's behind 1 and 2. Devastating 12-6 curve there from the man out of Vienna, Virginia. Go with low to mid-90s fastball and a changeup, his best pitch. Cut and a miss. Big first out for Hosley and the Nanners.
That now makes it 19 straight appearances for Danny Hosley with at least 1 strikeout. And by the way, Bloomer is the only guy on the tour hitting above 300 against Danny Hosley. What a huge first out.
Makes the heater down and out. 1-0 against the pinch hitter, Sam Claycamp. Swinging it for Dalton Cornett, who has not handled Danny Hosley well. Claycamp in his 3rd tour. On the One City World Tour, he was a Banana. Now he's on his 2nd campaign with the Party Animals as he's blown away by the high cheese. That ball bounced past the diving attempt of Jackson Olsen. And the player coach for the Party Animals comes through with the huge pinch hit base knock. The game's tying run is aboard. And Tanner Thomas now represents the go-ahead. Claycamp now 4 for 19 on the tour. Small sample size. He's a consummate professional. And comes up with a huge at-bat there. Sam's 2 for 2 in his stolen base attempts. As Tanner comes up empty on the curveball.
Yeah, the Hosley-Thomas matchup has been quite lopsided on the tour. Tanner just 1 for 11 against Danny Hosley and a lot of strikeouts, and there's another one for number 4 of the Party Animals.
Make it 1 for 12 on the tour for Mr. Tinder Thomas against Mr. Hosley. And the shirtless Jason Swan represents the last hope tonight for the Party Animals. 0 for 2, a sac fly his last time up. Once again, the graphic lies to you. Can't believe everything you read. Oh, 1 to the Party Animals first baseman. Checks his swing. That's a great take. Did he check this one? Randy Voss Says he did not. Party Animals down to their final strike. That ball yanked foul. Right behind Mike Vivas coaching third base. The game's tying run at first. Jason Swan represents the go-ahead. Another 1-2, another chopper foul.
Danny Hosley now back-to-back breaking balls, and Swan has been able to foul them off. He's been a little early on them. We'll see if Hosley tries to go fastball here and ban Jason Swan for that final out.
Claycamp off first. You were right, there's the heater, yanks it down and out. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming. Another heater, that one just misses the outside corner. Good call by Vincent Chapman. Count runs full. Claycamp will be off on the pitch as Hosley checks on him. Payoff coming. Inside. Claycamp racing around second. Bananas get it through the infield. Now the outfielder. Sam gets the stop sign at third. Michael Deeb would have had a heck of a chance to gun down the Party Animals player coach if Fava had sent him home.
Yeah, it's the safe play, holding Claycamp over there at third base. It keeps the game alive for Breland Almadova. And honestly, that's what you're trying to do if you're the Party Animals. You do not want to run into your final out that way at home plate.
Breland's 0 for 2 on the night. Fly out and line out both to right. Swan takes off, and then he retreats. Now Jason taking off for real. No throw through. Throw behind Claycamp, who scampers back to the bag in time. Swan 5 for 5 in stolen base attempts now. Now the tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position. Party Animals once again down to their final strike. Breland lifts it to center. DR is there. Bananas win. Night 1 in Vegas, 4-3. What a thriller for the first ever Banana Ball game in Sin City. Danny Hosley picks up his tour-leading 7th save. And we'll throw it down to Bill Leroy as he shouts out himself and his teammates.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your hands together. Coming to celebrate one last time, a Bananas win, myself, Bill Leroy. Up next, we have our wonderful coaches, Coach Tyler Gillum and Coach Adam Virant. And we have our entertainers, fastest man in baseball, Malachi Flash the Kid Mitchell. Our rodeo clown, shrink pitcher, Matty Wolf. Our bat trickster, Mr. Alex Ziegler. And the tallest man in sports, Mr. Stills. And last but not least, our Dickinson first base coach, Maceo. We also have our reserves. We have Christian Mr. Electric Dearman, DJ the Invader, Connor Higgins, Matt Malatesta, Cal Louise, and starting pitcher, Sherry Donaldson. Up first, we have number 3, holding down first base, Mr. Eric Jones. Up next is Savannah Bananas heartthrob, wearing number 9, Noah Bridges. Call him maybe the big slammer, number 19, Mr. Danny Overst. And the man himself closing out the game, number 19, Danny Hosley. MCAA. And the trick shortstop himself, multiple tricks at shortstop tonight, number 6, Ryan Cobb. Up next, leading off double to start the game, number 5, the Doctor, D.R. Meadows. And now, his single, Miss You, Love You, just dropped today. Go check it out on Spotify. Number 13, Don't Fall In. The Italian Stallion. Coming up to the mound, number 41, Vinny DeRubens. And number 24, leaving the yard tonight, number 24, Dakota McFadden. Number 7, you know him and love him, SpongeBob SquarePants theme song, Michael D. Last but certainly not least, we're at number 8, our social media star and greatest showman, Jackson Olsen.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your Savannah Bananas.
Fans, let's hear it for your Savannah Bananas!
Thank you, Las Vegas. You guys were absolutely electric tonight. We have good news. All the players are going to be outside in front of the stadium to meet you guys, to thank you. You guys are amazing. We love you, Banana Nation. Good night.
Good news indeed, Mr. Jesse Cole. What a wild first ever Banana Ball game here in Las Vegas. About 11,000 Bananiacs. Jam-packed Las Vegas ballpark, and incredible energy from the jump. It all started with Reese Hampton fouling a ball off and it being caught by a fan right off the jump.
Yeah, not exactly an inauspicious start to a ball game, and boy, it really set the tone for how this game was gonna play out. I mean, the Bananas got off to a hot start. You know, they got the feedback from the fans in the game. You know, getting a foul ball for an out definitely helps you out a ton. And then the fans, of course, buying into the walk-offs as the Bananas started this game with 3 straight walk-offs, and the fans were loving it.
The Nanners end up winning 4-3. Oh, so important that they won those first 3 innings. Walk-off single from Eric Jones in the first. Walk-off homer with 2 outs from Dakota McFadden. Well, we had Garrett Delano on the mic for the Party Animals in the second inning, and then a walk-off single from Ryan Cox in the third inning. And boy, they coasted off of that because the Party Animals, they have been the better hitters, better fielders, better pitchers on the tour, and they won the last 6 innings. But it's a 9-inning ball game.
I mean, the Bananas started off early. They started off hot early, and the Party Animals, it just wasn't enough for them to be able to catch up at the end. Of course, they rallied in the 9th inning, but Danny Hosley able to hold on and record that 7th save for the Bananas.
Little sketchy, but he got the job done. Strands the game's tying run at third base, the go-ahead run at second base as he gets the fly out from Breland Almodovar to DR in center to wrap this whole thing up. Absolutely a wild affair. And how about another really, really solid start from Jared Donaldson? He goes 4 2 third innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 sprints, 1 K. He was superb.
I mean, Donnie has been terrific lately. He told me the other day, we were just playing catch, that he's really seemed to figure out these Party Animals batters. In fact, the only one he still doesn't have a feel for is Breland Almodovar. But Donnie has been terrific since the month of April started. April and May numbers have been fantastic. He's really worked on limiting his sprints and also just his hits allowed. The Party Animals hitting him a lot less harder than they were in the months of February and March.
It wasn't a mistake that he had 121 Ks and nearly 100 innings pitched in his senior campaign at Georgia Southwestern last spring, and he was a D2 All-American, one of the best pitchers in the country. Then he wins a championship with the Bananas, was the ace of that staff, which was a top 2 pitching rotation in the Coastal Plain League. and he is really rounding into form here. We are still not really close to the halfway point of the 2023 Banana Ball World Tour. This was 35 of 87 games. This was our 12th stop of 33 cities. I mean, this thing is still just getting rolling here, but tonight was one of the best games we've had on the tour. I will say, we've never come close to as many milestones. Josh, I don't know how you calculate all these numbers, but can you remind us of all the incredible rungs of ladders that we touched on tonight?
Yes, and I'll try and go in order, but I can't promise anything. We saw the Bananas collect their 1,000th team at bat of the season. We saw them, DR Meadows was the 900th Bananas batter to face a Party Animals pitcher in this game. The Bananas earned their 90th walk-off of the tour in this game. The Party Animals accumulated their 80th trick play as a team this season. The Bananas reached 300 innings pitched as a team this season. The Party Animals reached 200 innings pitched as a team on the tour. Also, 300 hits for the Party Animals as a team on this year's tour. And 4 players, that's right, 4 players reached their 100th at-bat of the season today. That would be Dalton Cornett and Reese Hampton for the Party Animals, and Michael Deeb and Ryan Cox for the Bananas.
I mean, how does that all happen in the 35th game of the tour that all those numbers just happen to align on the first ever Banana Ball game here in Neon City?
That's what you can expect from the entertainment capital of the world. Things like that are going to happen when you come to Las Vegas.
And more importantly, the marriage capital of the world. We love love in Banana Land.
Mom, I didn't get married, I promise.
Yeah, that was Photoshop, surprisingly. For anybody at home who thought that was a real picture, that was Josh. I'm going to guess in Microsoft Word, or you actually do that in PowerPoint?
Look, I didn't do it. I'm telling you, the crew back home is messing with these PowerPoints. I'm just sending them the numbers.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you're putting in the numbers, and we've got some gremlins in the control room. Speaking of, before we shut this thing down, we got to shout out our entire cast and crew. We will be, before we even do that, live tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. first pitch Pacific time. And Chad Reese, the voice of God in my ear, says, Mark Cortez? Huh? Yes, Mark Cortez is the winner of the Zappos Haka, what is it? Hoka. Nah, the Haka. Thinking of 2020, man. I'm thinking of 2020. The Bananas did the Haka before every game. The Hokas are going to you, sir. So congratulations. Thank you, everybody, for entering in. We'll be giving away another pair of Hokas tomorrow night. And for every other game on the rest of the tour, thanks to our good pal Scott Schaefer and the rest of our friends down the road at Zappos, whose headquarters are here in Las Vegas. Okay, let's take a look at some of the best moments tonight, and we will shout out the cast and crew that made it all possible as we go. It starts with our technical director and director, 2 jobs for the price of 1 for Griffin Ellis back home in the control room. Our video legend, saucing together some of the highlights that you got to see this evening, Chris Sachi, as good as they come. On audio, 1 name and 1 name only, it's Kwanzi. On the replay machine, Mr. Jalen Johnson, the best in the biz. The reason why you're getting all these tremendous images being sent from your eyeballs to your brain as we speak. On graphics, Julia Massey. Superb work by you, Julia. And on the scorebug, Michael Basista. What a dynamic duo the two of them are here in Las Vegas. It was Emerson Elmgren, the Iron Horse of BTV, as per usual, locking down the first base camera across the diamond from her. Katrissa Ballet, normally a moderator in the chat, on the third base camera tonight. Good work, Katrissa. The camera looked awesome. On the high home cam, Mr. Clayton Franklin, you see him there more often than not. That's because he's as good as they come. On the low home camera and the drone, the Banana Panorama, Mr. Nick Keldy tonight. He's just as good as they come in both departments. On the roaming camera, Chris Haynes. That guy gets you all the shots you could ever want on the move. And the fan cam tonight, Kendall Chandler. Thank you so much for popping aboard for the first time on BTV. Our moderators in the chat, Scott Thompson and Colbite. Thank you so much, Mr. Josh Talevsky, for a superb evening of color commentary and statistical anomalies.
Biko, it was a fantastic game. I can't wait for what's in store for night 2 tomorrow.
Thank you so much to Garrett Delano for hopping on the mic. Same goes for Tanner Thomas and Jesse Cole. for Chad Reese, the coordinating producer of Bananas TV, the straw that stirs the drink. I am Biko Scala saying so long for now. 4-3 victory for the Bananas on the first ever Banana Ball game here in Las Vegas. We're going to do it again from Las Vegas Ballpark tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Pre-game Pacific time, 7 p.m. Pacific. First pitch. We'll see you there on the YouTube. Thank you so much to everybody who watched and commented along tonight. You guys were as good as they come. Let's do it again on the morrow. We'll see you then. And of course, we'll see you later!